Hello, Guchies team. Good morning. How you all doing this morning? Welcome back to my channel. Yeah, guys, this morning we have some few things we're going to be doing around the house, and then I'll be going to Emmanuella'S school today, guys. Yeah, I'll be going to Emmanuella'S school because the teachers called and said Emmanuella did good and she has rounded up with everything she needed to do on the section. And guys, trust me, if you have nieces, nephews, daughters, sons, or anyone in the high school or college, you gotta be praying. Pray, pray, pray. I would say so to every parent. Pray, 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 guys. Trust me, it's not easy. A lot is going on in the school. They are getting a lot of wrong, teachings from some wrong teachers, from some wrong friends, and the children will begin to act funny. The children will begin to do some things that you yourself, you'll be wondering, what is going on? We are praying together as a family. You give them godly teachings. You teach them well. You tell them things that they should emulate. You show them good morals. You show them good, attributes that they should emulate. And then you see these children coming back. They come back with some funny behaviors, some attitudes, some stuffs, and you'll be wondering, where are they picking this from? Most at times, guys, let me tell you, they pick it up from the school. Because if you want to be very honest, how many times do we have to spend with these children? A lot of times we are all going to work. We just leave them in the hand of God and in the hand of those teachers. And trust me, those teachers, some of them are horrible. How can a teacher be teaching a child that barely know how to wash her body very well, that she can do anything she wants to do? How can a teacher be teaching a child that barely know how to do some, like quality things that a grown-up should do? And a teacher will be teaching such a child how to be independent of foolishness, not being independent of things that are valuable. You will, like here in America, you will tell a child that, oh, she can become an homosexual. You will tell a girl child that she can become a boy. You will tell a girl child that she can become a lesbian, that she can become anything that she wants to become. And those children begin to put those things in their brain, and you see the children begin to act funny. You tell children that, oh, they can, once they are 18, they can get out of their parents' house and anything they want to do. Even police people will tell, whatever you want to do, you will do. How can an 18-year-old child, how can a 16-year-old child, how can a 15-year-old child, how can a 19-year-old even 20, 22, 23, what do they know? What do they really, really, really know? Except by the mercy and grace of God. And then you tell those children, you will tell those children that they can do anything they like, live any kind of life they like. You see a lot of 20-something years old children drinking. They drink to stoop up. You see them, they go to club. You see 18-year-old giving birth. How can a child be giving birth to a child? A 16-year-old giving birth. 13 years old giving birth. 12 years old giving birth. How can children begot children? And that is why the society is never going to be good except by the mercy of God, and until they come to a realization. Because every time, a lot of these teachers, they see reasons with me when I'm chatting with them. You see children all over America giving birth to children. Sometimes you look at people who call themselves mother. Their reasoning is incomplete. I'm very sorry to say this. Their reasoning is incomplete. What they are thinking for children is really wrong. In fact, a friend of ours was telling us how a mother told her child to go and start dealing with men. In fact, this girl was messed up by men. At the point when she wasn't dealing with men, the mother was always mad with her, telling her, come, you cannot be in my house eating, You have to go and look for men that will bring money. You have to go and look for men that will take care of you. You have to go and look for men that will do this, that will do that. And I begin to wonder. I was asking the guy, I said, are you sure that this is a mother? Because even your auntie will not even give you such advice. I mean, godly aunties. I don't know about some aunties. Because I know there are some aunties. I know there are some aunties who are very corrupt and so spoilt that all they know how to do is to destroy people's children, to destroy people's life. But yeah, how can a mother give her own child the privilege to go and begin to live a wayward life? How can a father give their own children the privilege to go and begin to live a wayward life? That's why you see young people out there, they are carrying guns, shooting all over the place. They are so mean. Their heart is so hardened. They are so tough. They can just do anything and think they can get away with it. So, you know, America is full of a lot of drama, guys. I am so sorry. If you are my fan, if you're one of my subscribers, I'm not trying to talk down on America, but there are things I don't like about American culture. I don't even think America has culture. Where I come from, we have culture. Children respect their parents, respect their elders. You can't even call your senior sister by her name before you put auntie. You will call your senior sister with respect. How I was trained, you cannot call any of your senior by their name before calling them auntie. You will not even mention Brother Austin. You're going to say brother. Auntie Ann. You're not going to say Auntie Ann. You're going to say auntie. But here in America, you see children calling older people by their name. There is no culture. There is no respect. No culture, no respect. And when you try to tell them this is not the best way to live life, they will hate on you. They will talk down on you. They will look at you and say, look, you need to grow up. Some people have told me here, oh, you are in America. You better change your pattern. One child, a little child, told me some months ago, say you can't be mother to everybody. Stop being everybody's mother. And her mother was right there. There was no correction. How can your child disrespect an elderly woman simply because she is trying to tell you that this is not what you're doing, peradventure what you're doing is not good, and the woman is telling you or the man is telling you, stop that, don't do this, and then that child use it as a right to talk some way to an elderly person. We don't do that where we come from. In Africa, it doesn't matter your age, your parents will be encouraging you, don't worry, you will get a good husband, you will get a good wife. If it's a guy, they will encourage you and tell you you have to just work hard, be focused, go to school, you're going to get a good wife. If it's a woman, they will tell you, if it's a girl child, our parents will tell you, look, you're going to get a good husband. You just focus, live a good life. I mean, I love our culture. You can be 40 years in your parents' house, and I'm telling you, if you're living a good life, you're going to get a good husband. If you're 40 years as a guy in your parents' house, I promise you, you're going to get a good wife. As long as you're direct, as long as you're living a good life, you are well cultured, you're well behaved, you're focused, you work hard, you're going to get a good wife eventually. But America, the moment your child is, even some children have left home 13 years. Some children have left home 12 years. Some children have left home 11 years. Some children have left home 15 years, 16 years, and even less than that. I'm telling you of people who I have spoken to, people I have preached to, people I have been able to evangelize to. They will tell me, some of them will tell me they left home at the age of 13, living out there on the street just because they want to, get sex, just because they want to sleep with their fellow women, just because, boys want to sleep with their girlfriends. They run out of the house, they become criminals on the street, they become hooligans, they begin to shoot guns. But thank you, Jesus, that a day came into their life and people like us spoke to them and they were able to tell us their experiences, and God has arrested a lot of them. So we just need to be very prayerful. If you're living in the diaspora, you need to be prayerful because a lot is going on with our children. It is only by the mercy of God. I don't want this video to be long. I'm going to have another video where I'm going to be talking about so many things. Yesterday, a friend of mine called me. She's a doctor. And she called me. She was telling me some things that she's been experiencing with her teenagers. I don't know what you're experiencing with the teenagers under your roof, whether they're your biological or your sister's children or your brother's children or your neighbor's children, or if you're a teacher, maybe the children in your class. I don't know what you're experiencing with them. But honestly, this generation, I've seen worse things around them, and it terrifies me. I've seen worse things around this generation, and it terrifies me. So I just want to encourage each and every one of us. If you have teenagers, whether they are your biological children or not, if you see teenagers out there doing wrong things, please try to call them to order. It doesn't have to be your biological child before you can put good things inside of them. It doesn't have to be your biological child. Help save a soul, please. I used to run a program back in Nigeria with a pastor friend of mine. We called that program Help Save a Girl Child. We were going to schools preaching to children. We were going to school preaching to boys and girls, especially girl children, telling them to not accept any kind of abuse, whether from their uncles, whether from their father, because a lot of fathers abuse their daughters. A lot of uncles abuse their nieces, and you are not qualified to be called an uncle. A lot of children have been raped because of the wickedness of lust of the flesh. It doesn't make me feel good when I'm talking about things like this. It breaks my heart because I have seen a lot of children who were abused by their father. I've seen a lot of children who were abused by their teachers. I've seen a lot of children who were abused by their own blood brothers. I've seen a lot of children who were abused by their aunties who are lesbians, by their uncles who are homosexuals, by their own friends who say, oh, my best friend, and they are abused by a fellow girl. They were abused by a fellow girl. The boys were abused by their fellow boys. And uncles and aunties have abused so many children. A lot of things are going on in this world. We need to be prayerful. We need to be prayerful because a lot is going on in this world of today. A lot of abomination is going on. And it bleeds my heart. It makes me cry. It makes me cry in my soul. When I go out there and see what children are doing in this country. Many years of my life, I entered buses here in America. You need to see what children are doing. You need to see what they are doing inside the bus. A girl child to a girl child. You need to see what boys have turned themselves into. Literally turned themselves into girl children. Dress like girl children. Girl children want to dress like boys. How can a girl child want to dress like a boy? How can a boy want to dress like a girl? I don't know. This world is wicked. I'm going to be having a teaching on my ministerial channel, on my intercessory prayer channel, where I'll be having a good teaching about this. And I will use the Bible to back it up. Because this is abomination. And it is not good in the sight of God. We need to be very careful, parents. We need to be very careful. We need to be very careful over these children. And these children are so smart, so smart that they can orchestrate so many evil that you will not imagine. But if God gives you an insight, if God gives you the privilege, if you are a praying mother and a praying father, God will always reveal things to you. If you are a mother that is so concerned about your children spiritually, God will show you things and you will be able to find out what these children are doing behind us. What they are doing behind us. and you'll be able to tackle it on time. Cry out if you have to cry out. Call family members. If you need to call family members, call family members. If you need to shout, shout. If you need to go to the church and ask for help for the rescue of the life of that child, go out and cry out, and God will surely find a way to rescue those children. I've been to schools preaching. I've been to cells preaching. I've been to hospitals preaching. And I have had a lot of things. I've had a lot of things. And it makes me cry. It makes me wail in prayers. It makes me cry to heaven for the deliverance of our generation. For the deliverance of this generation. Because this generation, may God deliver us. This generation, may God deliver us. May God help this generation. Guys, I don't want this video to be too long, but today I just want to share this little words of mine with you. I wouldn't want this video to be a long one. So we are going to be cooking. We'll make some buns, we'll make some jollof rice. I've made jollof rice already. It's in the oven. I want it to, keep warm. I want it to keep warm so we don't take cold food to the teachers. These are teachers who were there for me. Sometimes when I'm at the job, they want to bring Emmanuella home. These are teachers who always help me to look after Emmanuella. These are teachers who always help me to encourage her and tell her she can do better. These are teachers who help me to talk to her and tell her, look, your mama doesn't want this. Your mama doesn't want that. You need to listen to your mama. These are teachers who will always tell her, when I go to school and I check up on Emmanuella, when I go to school and I tell them there are things I don't like that I see around Emmanuella, they tell her, your mother doesn't like this, so don't do it. If you know what your parents doesn't like, don't do it. These are teachers who were there to help me, to understand me. Some of them understand, some of them don't understand. Some of them will say, oh, let them live their life. But what kind of life are they living actually? So, I want to say thank you to each and every one of them. It's good when people do good for you. Always appreciate them. When people show you kindness, show them kindness back. Kindness should not be all about money. I keep telling people, kindness is not only material things. You can show kindness in your good words. You can show kindness in your behavior to people. You can show kindness in your attitude. You can cancel people is kindness. You can encourage people, inspire people. I mean, this one I'm doing here now is kindness. I'm sure 1 or 2 people will learn a lot of things from here and use it to, to do some good works in their family and in their, in their community. So please, let's not keep quiet. Don't say because you are in London, you are in America, you are in Canada, you are in Japan, in Jamaica, you want to start living some, bad lifestyle. You want to inculcate some bad qualities of that country because you are in America, because you are in this, you are in that. No, I don't believe in that. I believe in the way my parents trained me. I still believe in old school. I still believe in Nigerian culture. Anytime, any day, I love so many things about Nigerian culture because it really helped me. It really helped me. I can raise up my head where I am as a woman, not put my head down. When I stay around my husband's friends, I can raise up my head. I know a lot of wayward men who call themselves my husband's friends that have tried to see if they can, even though they know I'm an evangelist, even though they know very well that I'm a preacher of the word of God, they know my stand with God, they know the kind of person that I am. They have seen me act it, they have seen me say it, they have seen me live it, but yet they keep coming, trying to see if they can seduce a woman of God, a prophetess. But if I wasn't trained the way my mother and my father trained me, and if I didn't held on to that training that my father and my mother gave me, maybe I would have been a wayward woman. My husband would have been somebody who they will look at and say, will you get out from here? Your wife, we all are sleeping with your wife. It shouldn't be so. A woman should have respect. A woman should respect themselves. Do not make yourself a public toilet, whether you're a man or whether you're a woman. I believe in the philosophy of respecting who you are. The Bible says we are fearfully and wonderfully made. So why should you want to be a Keziah? Why should you want to be a public dog, whether a man or a woman? Why would you want to disrespect your husband? As a woman, why would you want to disrespect your husband? As a man, why would you want to disrespect your wife, your children, your family members, representing your family, where you are as a man? a married man, know it that you're representing your family. Anywhere you are as a woman, know it that you're representing your family. And your family is everything. So you should know the kind of life you live out there as a young girl. You should know the life you live there as a young boy, as a married man, as a married woman. You should know the kind of life you live out there. Because you don't give room for the devil, and then later on you come to a realization and say, oh, it was the devil. But you intentionally went to do that mess. You know, we really have to be careful. And I know God will help us. You can kill that spirit of lust. You can work against that spirit of lust. Control yourself. Sex is not everything. In this country, they value sex more than life. Sex, money, clubbing, drinking, smoking. Oh my God. I just pray for our children. I pray for our boy children. I pray for our girl children. And I know God will deliver this generation and deliver us all in the name of Jesus. So guys, let's do this together. Today, we'll be going to Emmanuella'S school, like I earlier said. So let's go and see what is going on in the kitchen. But before then, guys, I want to just give myself some little breakfasts. Yeah. So I'll show you what I'm about to enjoy, okay? Before we go and continue with our cooking in the kitchen, I'll let you know how this vlog is going to be. Stay tuned. So guys, I've made my tea. I'm going to be enjoying my tea. I'm going to be enjoying my tea. And yeah, I'm going to be having some grapefruits. This is what I'll be having for breakfast. And then I'll go to the kitchen right quick so we can all cook this food together. I hope you enjoyed this video. Or vlog. I think it's a vlog. Tell me what it is in the comment section. I'm always confused with these things. Yeah, we are just learning, you guys. Don't worry. We'll get it. We'll get it. Stay tuned, guys. I love you all so much. Thank you. If you have watched to this moment, I want to say a huge thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I cannot thank you all enough. I am grateful. I am grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, guys, this is the buns. I'm making lunch for Emmanuella'S school teachers. They have requested that they want some African food. This is what we are making. Yeah, they have done well by helping Emmanuella up to this point. She's done with this school section, and those teachers deserve to be appreciated. So they spoke with Emmanuella and said they want your mom to get them some African delicacies. They even mentioned it. They said they want a goosey. They said they want a goosey soup. So we are making a goosey. We are making fufu. We are making jollof rice. We are making jollof rice, and then we are making some chicken, and we are going to be taking it to Emmanuella'S school in a minute. So here is our fufu. I'm making the fufu already. I'm going to wrap it in a minute. And here I am toasting my egusi because I want them to enjoy it. You know, when America say they want egusi, you have to make it look so delicious and yummy so they can never forget that memory, you know? Yeah. So we have our jollof rice here. So this is our chicken. It's grilling nicely. Yes. Jollof rice is ready. It's here. So jollof rice is ready. I just want it to be warm so that everything will be warm and sweet. Delicious for Emmanuella'S teachers. Just to say thank you for helping Emmanuella all through the school year. Stay tuned, guys. A lot of them love Nigerian buns. They love Nigerian buns a lot. Yeah, it's coming out nicely. I love Nigerian buns, guys. Tell me in that comment section if you love Nigerian buns. I love Nigerian buns. And every time I make it for parties, oh my goodness, they will just finish it in a minute. You know that feeling, like when you see something you have craved for a long time. You know, buns is one thing in Nigeria that you will get in every small mini shop. Every small mini shop in Nigeria, you will get buns. Like buns, mineral. You use it to hold your stomach. I remember those days, you know. When you're so hungry, get 2 or 3 buns with Pepsi bottle or Fanta or Coke or rubber. You'll be satisfied, trust me. See how beautiful our buns is. See how beautiful, how beautiful, how beautiful. I have some beef at home. That's why I prep things down, you know. And beef broth, which I'm going to be adding to our egusi soup, like so. You need that beef broth. You know, to give your egusi a good taste. I'll add some meat. I intend to use fish, chicken, and beef. So it will give it a lovely taste so they can really enjoy African egusi soup. I'm gonna add some crayfish. So guys, this is all the buns we got. See how delicious, how beautiful. How beautiful. They're gonna enjoy. They're gonna enjoy. So I added chicken to the soup. I'm gonna add fish. I'm adding bitter leaf, guys. You know. This is egusi soup. It has to have some kind of bitter taste to help it not too sweet, because it's not good to eat too sweet soup. So here is our bitter leaf. My kale vegetable, I'm going to add it in. So guys, this is it. The kale has defrosted in here. If kale has defrosted in here, so I'm just going to add fish. I'm adding it at last because I don't want it to broke. Here is the fish, guys, just to add it all to it. So I'll show you everything later. Emmanuella'S school, guys. I'm going home and I thank God I made it up to the teachers. Just want to show you. Thank you all so much. Fam, the teachers were all so happy and grateful. I mean, that meant a lot to me. Like, some people don't even know how to appreciate, but these ladies were so happy. Oh my God, especially for the egusi soup, the jollof rice, the chicken. They were asking me who made the chicken. I said it was Emmanuella. It was wonderful. Guys, we just came back from Emmanuella'S school. I'll see you guys.